Welcome to Three Voices Unfiltered. We're your hosts,
Ranisha,
Teresa, and Suzanne. And around here, nothing is off limits. We talk about everything, the real, the messy, the hilarious, and the inspiring. So let's get into it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of
Hello.
Three Voices Unfiltered. Today, we're going to be talking about another interesting topic titled Situationship Nation.
It's a big one on TikTok right now.
Yeah. So, situationship. Let me define it for you guys, so you guys can know exactly what that is. A situation is people in a relationship that they are friends, but they're more than friends. But it's really not a relationship. It's like a gray zone with between romance, intimacy, but no real clear commitment to each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is it like friends with benefits?
Friends with. Okay. All right.
Usually, isn't it usually when one wants more than the other's willing to
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Because with friends with benefits, it's an understanding.
It's an understanding,
We
but
understand. We're not but a situationship.
I feel like somebody wants it more than the other, and the other's not ready to
Commit. So then
Uh-huh.
you're in a situation.
Yeah. And especially those that are living in the same house.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's happened. You're in the same house, you know. And what if you started out as roommate? You started out as roommates. Think
I
about
get it.
that. If you start out as roommates, and then next thing you know, get a little comfortable, you know, and then there's some intimacy going on. As Suzanne said, friends with benefits, and then it evolves. And then someone might catch feelings, you know.
Okay.
And the
more
other
than
one
the
is
person.
still like,
Yeah.
Gotcha. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Does this apply when, have you heard of couples, married couples that break up but they stay in the same house
Yes.
separately?
I guess
Yes.
that would be a situationship.
Yeah.
What if you bring somebody in to the...
I think there should be rules.
Then
All
that's
right.
a sister-wife situation.
But listen to this. Well, listen to this, guys. So y'all laughing, right? Because I'm trying to understand. So what if you guys, because there are people out there, you bought a house together.
Yeah.
You have children.
Okay.
And you just don't love each other like that anymore. Right, but you want to continue to raise your children, raise your children together, going to the same school system. Not you live over there, you got 2 weeks, you live over there every other weekend. That whole situation,
Yeah.
they want to keep the family intact, right?
Yeah, that's happened.
But what you do is it's all about communication. Then you set up whatever the rules are. But the thing about it is that you got to be really careful in those type of situations because you don't want to confuse the children. All right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You have to be clear about that.
And then I believe that once the children get a certain age, that maybe you can have some type of conversation that's age appropriate. But I know that there are couples out there that's doing that. There's couples out there that probably got divorced, like legally, and still live in the same house.
Yeah.
It's expensive out here in these streets, to try to maintain 2 households and raise children and together.
I think if you have
like
a situation where you both have clear expectations, you have a clear definition of your relationship, and you're living together to co-parent, that's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, as long as the children understand that. The kids don't care if you're like together. They just want to see you both every day. They just want you to have a family. So if that's the case, I think most children will be okay, and I think that's okay as long as it's clear.
Yeah, there is a healthy way to do that. It is.
The situationship is the intimacy part. It's the romantic part. Like the husband and wife, they're divorced, they're living together, but then they're still being intimate. That's a situationship.
That makes it complicated.
That makes it complicated.
Yeah.
Because then when she starts seeing somebody, do you have somebody over?
Right.
Are you but you're still,
And then, so you're questioning, what's the boundaries? All right.
You gotta set boundaries.
What's the
That
boundaries?
sounds bad. I don't think that works. I don't know anybody who
Boundaries.
does that. No, I'm just saying like people living together once married with kids.
Oh, I've had friends do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't work though.
It
They
didn't.
do
It
but-
wasn't long term. It was just until somebody got themselves together, their feet
Okay.
back on the ground, and then moved
Yeah.
on. Because you can't.
You can't live
You
like
can't
that.
live like that. And if you want to have intimacy with your new partner, that's weird.
I'm
But
telling
some
you,
people,
like
it's okay.
It's like a sister-wife situation, or
Pictures on
like
that.
the brother-husband.
It's just
situation.
weird. I don't think I could do it, but
I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know if I
What,
could do that.
sister-wife?
I'd be like,
I
he's
mean-
being so nice to her. Wasn't he being that nice to me? Or, oh, that
Yeah.
was romantic. I didn't get any, romance like that. Like
comparison.
I think it
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
really, yeah. Or, ooh, that was mean.
Well, you guys, okay, let's talk about the good versus the bad, the pros versus the
All
cons,
right.
okay? So the pros would be freedom, fun, low pressure, exploring options.
Oh, being in a situationship, freedom, fun.
Yeah, freedom because
It's kind of, I guess it's having your cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
But I don't want anybody
Yeah.
that's with me to want their cake and eat it too.
No.
yeah, so
You gotta buy the cake.
And the cons, there's some cons to that as well, which we kind of touched on a little bit. Is like you giving mixed signals, the lack of clarity, because we're not clear about what the boundaries is, what's the rules is for our relationship. Emotions are involved as well, and the fact of, am I wasting my time? All right, am I wasting my time? So the question would be, what would be the best part of being in a situationship? Can you think of anything that's
I don't
positive?
see anything positive about being in a situationship. Like,
The only thing I could see positive is the example we gave us of a couple that was married and have children. The only ones that would probably greatly benefit are the kids. But is it making them confused at the
Yeah,
same
no,
time?
I don't see.
And once the parent finally moves out, how much more devastating will that be?
it's basically delaying the ultimate, like, what's going to happen.
The inevitable,
The
yeah.
inevitable. Like,
Yeah.
you're living a lie for your kids who are just going to think that you're together. But then when they find that you were never together, it's more turmoil.
Yeah.
So I don't see any benefit to it.
What
I
if
just
you do it
don't.
until the kids are 18, off to college, and then the parent moves out?
I think for a child, if you separate, whether they're 12 or 15, I feel like it hurts.
It's still going to hurt.
regardless.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
bother them.
Great age to divorce,
Yeah, no, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's
Like,
going to hurt
still
regardless.
your parents that you want together. So
Yeah, but what if? Okay, so what if you're in a situationship and you just never met? I mean, he or she keeps their. If they're seeing somebody else, out of the picture, and nobody knows anything about it, like nobody knows anything about it. You're just very discreet.
Me cheating.
yeah,
Why is it cheating? We're in a situationship. We're divorced.
But let's put it this
Yeah.
way, and this is what happens in a situationship. I'm getting emotionally involved now. You understand, you have clarity of the situationship. I deviated because I really like you. So now I'm in a mess because that's not what you want.
Right, because we've been
Right?
dating. Dating for 6-8 months, right? And I'm thinking
that's
we
a long
going
time.
somewhere, and then here you go, coming telling me, oh, we just chilling. I thought
Yeah, I
we
think
just chilling.
situationships demean people because, and I feel like people who accept them and they want a real relationship are wasting their time because
That's key. If you want a real
if
relationship,
you want it,
you're
yeah,
wasting your time.
You're wasting your
Yeah.
time with a situationship.
But if you don't care, then kudos to you both. Like, as long as you can keep it unprofessional or uncommitted.
Oh.
As long as you can keep it uncommitted, then I guess you can be professional in a relationship.
in a situationship,
Not a
I don't know how to
situationship.
do it.
Not a situationship. I don't know. But I think we all, even when we're having regular relationships, we all start kind of like in a situationship because you don't know where it's going.
No.
Well, that's true.
No.
That's
I don't think
true.
you start off in a situationship. because the intimacy part of it.
Because
You're pretending to be together when you're not together.
okay.
You know,
I
like
see
you're
that,
acting
yeah.
like a couple when you're not a couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody has free. It's like an open relationship, honestly.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's an open relationship.
Yeah, and I
yes.
don't want to be in an open relationship.
Me either.
Yeah. What about those that maybe feel like they're stuck? Is there such a thing as being stuck in a relationship, a situationship?
You're never stuck on somebody has a
no.
gun to your
I'm
head.
trying to
Like
tell you.
and it'll hurt. Mm-hmm. It's gonna hurt your feelings. It's gonna break your heart. But at the end, you'll be okay. You'll recover from that, and you might be with this person when there's somebody that's going to be great for you in the background, and you're wasting your time or investing yourself into something that's going nowhere. That's kind of like a good, you putting your money into an investment that's sinking and sinking and sinking, and you're not getting anything back. No return.
Yeah, that reminds me of blocking your blessings.
Yeah.
Because you are so stuck in the familiar, the comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know this person, you know, and we a lot of us have that mentality when it comes to different things in our life, okay? And then you're like, once you're out of it, because sometimes you have to be forced out of it, you know, and you're forced out of it, and then you start thinking, because now you're by yourself, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I felt like I wasted this
All this
many
time.
time, all these years.
So what
Yeah.
are some red flags? Let me ask you this. What are some red flags that you are in a situationship?
The lack of commitment, because a situationship is like being on a job and never getting a raise.
They only reply to you at night. They don't talk to you
Yeah.
or text you during the day.
Yeah,
Priority.
that's the communication. That's the communication. And then when those things start happening, all right, then it's time for people to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are we waiting?
right.
Why are we waiting?
That's right.
Try to understand exactly what is going on.
But you know what's going on because
No,
it's
with
the
the
type
other
of
okay.
that's the type of relationship.
Okay.
But if you don't know, you're just starting out dating someone, and then you start having conversations about being a couple, and the other person's like, I need
don't
more
know
time.
about that right
I need
now.
more time.
I need more
Give
time.
me like 6 months. Give me a year.
And I wonder if when that happens, they'll start ghosting you maybe more, like not really
I don't know.
replying to your texts as much. Things that we have here on our notes are ghosting. They'll be ghosting you. They're not talking to you as much. Breadcrumbing, where
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
occasional calls and texts to keep you interested, but without commitment. Love bombing. They'll love bomb you at the beginning to get you all caught up, but they're not really. Excessive love bombing is always a red flag, whether it's
That's
a
a red
situationship or not.
I think that's in any relationship. I think
Yeah.
relationships have love bombing.
Yeah.
Even relationships, like we are together, but I love bombed you to get you.
Yes, any love
Then-
bombing is always
Yeah.
like,
Then when you
Yeah.
have me, you withdraw and act crazy.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Clearly,
Yeah.
y'all know this has happened to me. I'm very.
she has talked about her love bombing.
There's another term called benching, and that is keeping someone as a backup.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm pursuing somebody else, but
I
just
can
in
see
case
that
that
in a-
doesn't work
I can
out,
see that in a situation.
I'm keeping you in the background.
Yeah, let me deal with you, but not because men are very intentional when they're with a woman
Yes.
that they want to be with.
I just had this conversation yesterday
Yeah.
with someone. And I told her, I said, especially with men, because this is in their DNA, when they want you, okay, or want to be in a relationship with you, they will pursue you relentlessly.
Yes, like a lion stalking the lamb.
Yes. Somebody I knew said that when a guy is really into you, they will move mountains to be with you if it's
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
needed.
don't have to ask a man about when are we going to be a couple.
Yes.
Like, they're asking you.
They're asking
when are you going
you.
to be mine?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
And this one is soft launch, where they're putting you on social media, but it's just a little bit here and there. Maybe in a group, maybe, standing behind you, but not like hey, I'm my girl. Not like
That's a
that.
good
They don't
point.
do that. They're
Yeah.
kind of like, they expose you enough to keep you quiet. So you're like, hey, you're not putting me on social media. What
Yeah.
are you talking about? But they'll put hints of you where people can't really, who is he or she? Are they together or whatever?
That's how you know you might be in a situationship when your person never puts you on social media.
Yes.
They never share a picture. They don't do anything.
Or take you, you've been dating, I don't know.
But
or
Ralph might think he's in a situationship because I never post on Facebook.
you know, I've never seen Ralph. Yeah, you mention
he
it.
knows. He knows. But let me ask you guys this question: what advice would you give to someone that you know that's in a situationship? Any advice?
My
Get
advice
out.
would be, if it's not adding value to your life, get out of it. Like you said, Suzanne.
If you're not into, if this is what you want to do and you're into it and you're openly seeing other people and you're just kind of like enjoying the situation that you're in, okay.
Yeah.
But if you want more,
Yeah.
no.
Can situationships be fun?
I
Something to
guess.
do.
Some people might find it fun.
Let me tell you something. If you're in a relationship and both parties agree to whatever it is that y'all doing, all right?
Isn't there like
not hearing it. I mean,
isn't there a buzz that Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are in an open relationship? There's been a buzz about that. Are they? I don't know. But
Yeah,
they seem to
allegedly.
be okay. So it just,
they are not okay.
well, they
You have
say
not
that they're
seen-
okay.
They are not okay.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't.
But I think it's just whatever you. I think it's complicated. I think being in a situation that it's not defined is complicated, and eventually somebody will probably get hurt.
yeah. But it still
Yeah.
boils down to communication for me
Yes.
as to what it is that you guys, what it is that you want individually. And then when y'all get
What are
together,
your
what
goals
y'all
as a
want as a
couple?
couple. Yeah.
Ladies, how do you feel when you're a contractor and you're working and you're doing all the things and you're turning in your work on time and you're finishing your projects and you never get hired? That's a situationship.
That's a situationship.
You never get
Right
hired
there.
full time. You don't get the benefits.
No.
Right there, we're gonna drop the mic. We're done.
Yes,
That's
you don't
exactly
get the benefits.
it.
That's what a situationship is. So you want the benefits of a wife or a husband, then you don't need a situationship. It's like
Or
working.
even just plain dating, like
Yeah.
even in a dating relationship where they're not acknowledging you as their girlfriend, they're not giving you the benefits that come from that. They're
Exactly.
not romantic. They're not loving. They're not remembering you throughout the day. They're not introducing you to their family.
Yes.
Or all that stuff is situationship.
Yeah.
You're a contractor.
You're a contractor. You want to be a permanent employee.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're a contractor.
Oh,
You're in a
my
situationship.
goodness.
You're contracting. And then some people, like you said, Teresa,
That's
they like
okay.
contracting. They don't want the full-time job with the benefits. They don't want the work schedule, consistent work schedule.
Oh, they don't need it.
Or they don't need it. So you're contracting. But if you need it, then you get out of contracting and you look for a full-time job. So look for a man or a woman that will want to be with you and claim you in a relationship.
Yes, as theirs. Because everybody wants to be somebody's special person
Yeah.
So, yeah.
without questioning that or wondering or getting engaged. You know, one that was popping when I was researching our stuff was getting engaged and not getting you a ring. Are they
That happened to
committed?
me.
That happened to me. Are they
He
really
was love-bombing
committed?
me. He was
Are they
love-bombing
really
me.
committed if they're doing stuff like that? So there's so many red flags that can be
Yeah.
looked for, and if it's not your thing, then you need to keep it moving.
Yeah. If it's your thing, okay.
Good
and if
luck.
it's not your and if it's not your thing, then start taking the steps that you need
Yes.
to get out of that. Well, first of all, to communicate with your partner. And if it's not going where you want it to go, then it's time to take steps to move on.
That's
I like
right.
that.
Yeah,
That's
don't
right.
waste the time.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I like
Okay,
that.
don't have the regrets, because then you'll be bitter. And then, you're delaying living your best life. And
That's
we're
right.
not doing that over here.
That's
Okay?
right.
We're not doing that over
That's
here.
right.
But anyway, so I guess our question to you, to our audience would be, are you in some type of situationship? And that's a question for you to ask yourself. Really dig deep. Okay, we've given you some definitions. We've given you some scenarios. So we want you to think about that and share that with us, because we're very interested. We're very interested in our
This
audience
is a new
comments.
term for me. I never heard of it before.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Wow.
I've known about this scenario, but I didn't know the name
Yeah.
behind it. Like there was a
Yeah.
name actual
Never
for
heard
that.
of it before.
Yeah.
I probably
Yeah.
been in a couple. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Well, interesting.
That's one of the purposes of our podcast, is that we bring you topics to bring awareness, get people thinking. All right. So
And to
anyway,
help people. Like, we really want to try to help folks.
Yes.
Based on what we've done in our lives and what
Yeah.
we've experienced. So.
Like my friend used to tell me, I'm learning from your mistakes.
Absolutely. Learn
So
from our mistakes.
learn from our mistakes.
Don't do situations.
I know, because here I'm sitting here as the oldest one, and I said, baby, if I was your age, knowing what I know now,
I know.
I would be
know.
dangerous.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Oh my
I
goodness!
know.
And that's why I am these ladies' biggest cheerleaders. I'm like, okay, y'all, I see y'all out there, because I'm just trying to chill. Okay, I ain't trying to do nothing, too much of nothing. But anyway, and I'm gonna tell you something. And if I felt that you guys were in some type of situationship, I would probably be having conversations with you.
Good.
I'm like,
yeah. If you see your friends, like that's a good
Yes,
point.
that's a good point.
Share and talk to them, and
Yes.
maybe just shoot them this video.
Yeah, shoot them this
Be
video.
passive aggressive and something. I saw this podcast. Let me share it with you.
Yeah.
But this was thanks you for listening.
we really appreciate it. So, ladies, what is going to be our hashtag for this episode? Hashtag 3VU Situationships.
Sure.
How about
We'll
that?
keep it
So,
simple.
yeah.
That sounds good.
Simple.
I think so.
All right.
All right, you
Catch
guys.
you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Do us a big favor and hit that like button, share this episode, and subscribe.